Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Guys, I'm in a rush and sorry my voice is quite croaky because I just woke up that I'm going to get... I'm doing a canine assisted therapy for the first time. I'm so excited. I am so excited, but I need to go, but I'll explain more about it later. I'm so excited. Look at my necklace. So nice. Got butterflies on it. We're going. Guys, I've just done it. It was so good. I'll update you when I get home, but I'm getting coffee now, of course. Okay guys, so it stopped raining. I don't know what that was all about. I was walking, I got home, I went on a walk and it was all dry. It wasn't necessarily sunny, but it was like quite bright in the sky. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a coat just in case. And then about 10 minutes in, I get drenched, but now it has stopped. So honestly, I just find this weather so confusing, like my mental state. But yeah. Oh, guys. Okay, so let's talk a bit about canine assisted therapy. Now, it was so good. Like, my initial impressions, so good. If you don't know what it is basically where it's kind of like counselling, but there is a dog in the room. In this case, it was a golden retriever. I'll talk a bit more about that later. But yeah, so basically it's like a counselling room, normal setup, but there is a dog, and throughout the session you can like stroke the dog, play with the dog, whatever, while you have your therapy. So for me, that involved sitting on the floor with the dog, stroking the dog while we kind of got to know each other, talked about some stuff. Yeah, it was really good. But what I really liked, I think especially with counselling, it can be quite intense. You're just talking to someone one-to-one. I think appointments, it's like slightly different because, you know, there's normally a focus, whereas, you know, counselling, it's quite, I guess there's no like agenda or anything like that, because if there was, it would be quite, I guess, regimented, and it's supposed to be quite free-flowing. But yeah, it can be quite intense, just like, you know, talking to each other, making eye contact, stuff like that. Whereas when you've got the dog, you can obviously pet the dog and stroke the dog and be with the dog and look at the dog, and it's not so intense. And like when the dog does something funny, like the dog smiled and turned on his back and like we were giving it belly rubs, obviously that's the focus, and I guess it kind of just takes the pressure off a bit socially. It's less socially demanding because, you know, it feels more like, I don't know, just chill vibes because there's a dog in the room. I mean, yeah, it's so nice. And we were both sitting on the floor, and yeah, and it was a golden retriever. If you guys don't know, which I very much doubt that you don't know this because pretty much everyone knows this, but my dream breed, my special interest, my obsession is golden retrievers, okay? Like, I am golden retriever mad. I love golden retrievers. I want to get a golden retriever so bad. I ask my parents on the daily, and when we found this therapist that, you know, said she did canine assisted therapy, my mum was like, oh yeah, that'd be good, but you know, it's probably going to be a cockapoo, and like, you know, I don't really like that. Like, it's not that I don't like that breed, it's just that, yeah, I just don't really, you know, it's not my special interest. My own special interest is golden retrievers, and I feel like everyone has a favourite breed as well. So my mum like started scrolling down on her page, just reading a bit about her, and this photo pops up, and it is a golden retriever. So I feel like it was meant to be honest. Yeah, I can't believe out of all the dogs it could have been, it was a golden retriever, and it's super local to us, which is so good as well. But yeah, it was so good. Me and the therapist, obviously that's really important, but we really like were a good fit, and obviously the dog. So yeah, it was really good. And yeah, I think what I really liked about it was just having that calming presence of a dog there, the focus of the dog, obviously the focus was like the counselling and stuff, but like the dog was there, it was able to like provide a good kind of distraction, you know, like when you're talking about heavy things, it can be quite hard. So then you've got the dog there and it's just, oh, so nice. Gave it treats, stuff like that. But yeah, and that is my absolute dream. Like what they've done with this golden retriever, like made it into a therapy dog and doing canine assisted therapy and stuff, that is my literal dream job. That is my literal dream for the future. Like I want to get my golden retriever, train it up as an assistance dog, and do that, because that would be so good. So yeah, hopefully I can also convince my parents to get a golden retriever. But yeah, it was really, really good. It's still raining a bit, guys, but currently I'm just getting some fresh air. I'm actually on my way to get my sister this like Vicks First Defense thing. It's a nasal spray if you've got a cold, because she has a cold. She's actually in Iceland at the moment. I'll put some photos here. But yeah, I'm not someone for cold kind of places. I like the warm, but after seeing, you know, her photos, and I'm sure I'll find loads more about it when she gets back, but like it looks so good, like so good. So I'm really excited to hear like how she got on and stuff. Hopefully she had a good time. But how insane are those photos? Like they look like they're off Pinterest. Like it looks so cool there. But yes, so I'm now on my way to get her the cold defense spray, because she's got a cold, they've all got a cold, and my sister swears by this spray. Apparently it eases symptoms, or like it's supposed to like stop the cold in its tracks. It doesn't really do that, but it does ease symptoms and it makes it last a bit like less in duration. So gonna get her that. And yes, I thought we could just vlog the rest of the day, because obviously I couldn't vlog inside the therapy because it's obviously confidential. It's all about like me, my trauma, that sort of stuff. So yeah, you're joining me for the rest of the day. The plan is get my sister this defense spray, go back home, probably film a video, because I filmed this video the other day and the quality is absolutely rubbish, so I might refilm it. And yeah, then I am doing some lessons. I have got school, it is a Wednesday, and then what am I doing? Going to the gym. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I'm in Sainsbury's. Okay guys, so I've just finished filming my video. Hang on, the audio's gonna go weird, hang on. Sorry guys, I'm just putting my mic away. I just filmed a main channel video, which is all about Christmas, which feels kind of weird. I'm filming on the 1st of November. I did film the other one on the 30th of October, but I think it feels slightly less strange now that Halloween's out the way. But to be honest, I just did a video on all about why Christmas is hard for so many people, and it is, and I really struggle with Christmas, and I feel like, oh, the lighting is not great. This lighting is not good. But I feel like it's not really talked about enough how hard Christmas can actually be. It is raining so hard, like so hard. I'm gonna go downstairs now. The neurodivergent urge to have 2 drinks on the go at all times. Actually 3. I've got water, oat milk tea, and lemon water, hot water, but there's pips in it because I couldn't be asked to take them out before I squeezed it. So yeah, and glass straw because always. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to update you. Just did a lesson. Now I have a 15-minute break. So what I like to do, look at this sun for November, this is good. What I like to do is basically just come away from my computer and just not really go on my phone, but like more, I love doing handstands, so I normally just do a few handstands to be honest. So yeah, I am very excited for that. And yeah, my sister's also coming home from Iceland, literally in like 2 hours. But yeah, I love the sun. I'm actually, let's go, the sun is so nice. But yeah, I'll film when I'm in my next lesson. It's actually English. So yeah, I've got double English, but it's only 40-minute lesson, so I've only got 1 hour 20. And then it'll be 4 o'clock, and then I'll be going to the gym. So yeah, let's do this.
It does seem to be positive, doesn't it? It seems to be nurturing and voice their needs and wants. They are listened to, and the nurse seemed to be happy with the relationship. Should acknowledge and encourage curiosity and play. That's a great point as well, isn't it? Childhood should be about innocence and freedom. So great ideas there. I'll leave the poll open just for a minute, as somebody has said. Is look at the counterpart poem. So remember in Explore 1, and I mentioned it in Learn, Blake did write several poems. Let's get rid of this poll for now. If there's something you still want to add, you can certainly continue to add in chat or Q&A board. You can still join in chat or Q&A or come on the mic. So any predictions that you would make about Nurse's song in Experience? Think about the idealized childhood portrayed in the Innocence version. The harsh reality of children in the 18th and 19th century will act as a clear juxtaposition between the idealised one. And that's certainly something that we commented on in our Learn lessons this week, didn't we? Had a social conscience.
I love how I
and wanted to communicate
the point without
valid
speaking.
social related issues of fiction here. He wanted to communicate these messages about the reality of children's experience in his day, with some of the specific images that we saw in the Innocence version, isn't it, with the poem that we looked at in Explore 1, where it was like day always follows night, and that kind of we did in Explore 1. We'll several of the songs from Experience. So and the play may be echoed by the lengths. Songs of Innocence and Experience were combined. Interesting, isn't it? From an intentional perspective.
Yeah.
When you think about the kind of shortening here, the literal shortening of children's lifespans, especially if we think about the Industrial Revolution.
I'll catch up with you guys when I'm going to the gym. My lesson is done. I totally didn't just leave because it was 5:02 and that's when our lesson finished, and that's my routines. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get changed quick. I don't think I'll film the gym just because I feel like it's very triggering for a lot of people. I know I would have found it really triggering, and I want this to be a safe space, so I'm not gonna film that, but I will catch up with you guys when I get back. So guys, I'm back from the gym. Yeah, I'm a sweaty mess. I'm gonna jump in the shower, have dinner, and then probably do some work or something like that. I do have a bit to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's quite random. I filmed when I could. Hopefully you got like a little insight into like my online school as well, like the actual lessons. Yeah, and I'll see you guys soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.